I spent time with the kit bag from Stubble & Co. It's actually my second bag I've used from them. So today, I'll talk about what I liked, what I'd change, and how some key features fixed mistakes that I've seen on other hybrid travel duffels. Here's some stats. At 30 liters, I use the kit bag primarily as a carry-on weekend travel bag. It's a versatile kind of medium size that packs enough but still stays light. And Stubble & Co. also makes this in a 40 liter and 65 liter version. I've used a bunch of duffel backpacks over the years, and it's been a mixed bag. In theory, they're the perfect hybrid bags, but in my experience, it's just that bags tend to lean towards being either more of a backpack or more of a duffel. And that middle-of-the-road approach ends up making the bags not great in either category. My favorite duffel pack I've ever used is the Patagonia Mini MLC, but this kit bag actually gave it a run for its money. I'll start with the exterior, and I liked the backpack straps, the look, and the materials, and I'd changed the duffel strap. The backpack straps are surprisingly nice, and they're not really thin like on many other duffel packs. It uses a hook and buckle design that's completely removable when I wanted to carry it as a duffel. I've also never seen lockable buckles like this, which was pretty cool, and the ends hide away when they're not in use. The straps are adjustable on both the top and the bottom that allowed me to dial in the fit. And I like that they're nicely spaced at the top so it didn't rub against my neck, and they're wide with decent padding. But I've never seen a bag with such a severe cutout right here, and now I wish that kind of all companies use this design. In duffel mode, it's thin here because this is actually the carry handle so it fits in your hand, but I didn't care about that too much because I didn't hand carry. The main advantage was actually in backpack mode, and I was able to flex my arms completely without the strap bunching up or moving, compared to a normal design, which I found was pretty convenient. And lastly, there's a chest strap on a sliding rail, with the little elastic piece that's found on Patagonia's chest straps. It gives the bag a nice little flex when it's kind of bouncing around. This kit bag is an excellent backpack, and it also converts to duffel mode where it's not quite as good. It converts by moving the top anchor to here to become the shoulder strap, and you just loosen it all the way. It works okay, but I wish the strap got a little longer, and this dangling chest strap piece is kind of annoying. Also, maybe it was just my bag, but the logo seems like it's upside down. If I carry this so you can read the wording, the laptop sleeve is opening down, which is probably not the smartest move. And I'll get to this laptop sleeve later. Moving to the sides, both are identical, with just a handle and some anchor loops for duffel mode. It's super clean and it's hard to tell, but the bag has a slight taper towards the bottom, and it rounds off the corners to try to make it a little less box looking. The bottom has a handle as well, and a shoe pocket with a sealed zipper. And the top also has a handle with a small quick access pocket. And I always appreciate bags with handles on all four sides. It just made it easier to move around no matter what side the bag is on. So for example, in car trunks, airplane overheads, the bag can kind of be all over the place and twisted around, so it's nice to just have a handle that I can grab. On the back, there's some subtle branding, but otherwise, it's pretty blank. It may look kind of weird in backpack mode, but this is actually the bottom side of the duffel, so it makes sense that it's supposed to be blank and reinforced with this waterproof material. And looks-wise, I can see this being a split decision. I personally like it. It's a little boxy and very clean looking with mixed materials and no obnoxiously large logos. I'm looking at you, Patagonia. But I could see people thinking that it's just too plain on this side. Let me know what you guys think. What helps give the look a little variety is Stubble & Co.'s creative use of mixed materials. Just like on their Adventure bag that I reviewed before, they're especially good at using materials with different thickness, finishes, and water resistance based on what the area of the bag needs. So for example, the outside is made from completely waterproof material. It's the thickest and has a slight shininess to it and like a plasticky feel. It makes sense because this side is exposed to rain in backpack mode, and it touches the ground in duffel mode. The rest of the bag is made from a slightly thinner, lighter, and more flexible material. It's still very water resistant, but without that plasticky, shiny finish. And as you guys know, I love black bags almost to a fault, but they can get a little boring. So the kit bag using these mixed materials just gives the look a little style in a subtle way. I use this in the summer, so I didn't test the water resistance, but based on the materials, I have no doubt this thing is gonna do fine. Moving inside the bag, I like the organization and laptop sleeve, and I'd also change the laptop sleeve. So let me explain, because it's basically 90% perfect, but with one fatal flaw that made it completely unusable for me. Another big problem with duffel packs is the laptop storage. Many of them on the market have no laptop storage at all, and a few companies put the laptop storage on the bottom side, which is idiotic. It'll just hit the floor. But this kit bag did it right, almost. The laptop sleeve is here against your back, and this whole lid is super padded, like it's almost an inch thick. It feels really protective, and it has this little flap inside that stopped my computer from just falling out. Very creative. I know some people hate side access laptop sleeves, but I really like them. But the huge flaw is that it only holds a 13-inch laptop, basically the smallest size that they offer. I use a 14-inch laptop and it didn't fit, and some people even carry a 16-inch laptop. The lid takes up most of the top panel, so I understand that Stubble & Co. designed the sleeve as big as they could, but like literally another inch wider could have accommodated larger laptops and made this more usable. The 40 and 65 liter version of this bag fits larger laptops, but it was just disappointing on this bag because the design of the sleeve itself was just so good. On the inside, there's access to basically the whole 30 liters, and organization is another strength. Again, duffel packs I've used before can sometimes sway too much towards being a duffel and just not having enough organization pockets, so I really love the setup of this bag. There's hits of orange, but I would have liked an overall lighter color fabric on the inside so I could see my stuff in dim lighting. And it has a bottle pocket, which is pretty rare on packs like this. I'm always a little iffy on internal bottle pockets, but it was okay here because the laptop's in a separate sleeve, so a little bit of water leaking shouldn't get to the laptop. On this side, there's also a small zip pocket, a larger sleeve here that I used for cables, and a smaller pockets that fit AirPods and a notebook. It's just enough organization that's not in the way of the main packing area. And on the lid, there's just one huge mesh pocket that I absolutely love. I've mentioned it in videos before, but I prefer large packing spaces and larger pockets rather than a bunch of tiny ones. I just prefer the freedom to pack stuff my way, and I use this huge pocket to separate dirty and clean clothes throughout the trip. Okay, so final thoughts, and who is this bag for? In the travel duffel pack category, the Stubble & Co. 30-liter kit bag was the closest to dethroning my all-time favorite Patagonia Mini MLC. It has a clean and modern look, super waterproof materials, very comfortable backpack straps, and above average organization. But if you have a laptop that's larger than 13 inches, the sleeve is literally unusable, which sucks because it's actually designed as one of the best I've seen. It's a convertible travel bag that's actually as good as a backpack as it is a duffel, which is rarer than you think. But overall, it's really solid offering from a small company. Anyways, comment below if you want a response, let's talk, and subscribe for new videos every other Sunday. Thanks.